guys? Gold Pony here today in the 2017 Dodge Challenger SRT 392, courtesy of Stettler Dodge in York, PA. And so let me just get right to it. This thing is a beast. Starting price, $50,195. And as far as the power plant goes, this one is powered by a 6.4 liter 392 Hemi V8 engine, putting out 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque, propelling you to 60 in the low 4-second range. That is ridiculous. And another awesome statistic, top speed on this one, 182 miles per hour. And as far as transmission options go, power is going to be sent to the rear wheels through your choice of a 6-speed manual, which is what I have today, or the optional 8-speed automatic transmission. Both of them awesome choices. And miles per gallon for this one is going to come in at 14 in the city, 23 on the highway. And as far as visibility goes, you will get absolutely no complaints from me. I have a decent sized rear window back there and I can see perfectly fine out of it. And that's one of those things in muscle cars you kind of look for, because a lot of times the visibility ain't all that great, but in the Challenger, it is perfectly fine. And for all you guys wondering, what's new for 2017? Not a whole lot, to be honest. There is some new colors, of course, as there usually is, including Delmonico Red Pearl. Most obvious one probably for 2017 is called Yellow Jacket. So that's going to be a pretty sweet addition. Also, there's going to be Granite Crystal Metallic, Redline 3K, Contusion Blue, and the one I am in today is called Destroyer Gray. And there are a few different driving modes for this one available as well. And that button's going to be located just in front of the shifter. I just put it in sport driving mode, and when you do that, it is going to turn traction control off, so perfect environment for doing donuts. By the way, I don't think I mentioned it yet, you guys. Since I do have the 6-speed manual, to put this one in reverse, you're simply going to slide this one into the upper right-hand corner. That's going to be where reverse is at. Just figured I mentioned it because it is different in every single car. And another thing worth mentioning, with amazing horsepower comes the need for amazing stopping power as well. And so therefore, this one is going to come with Brembo 6-piston high-performance brakes and a Bilstein high-performance suspension. But now, since I have not done it yet, let me do a quick little acceleration for you guys. We'll see how quickly we can get the Challenger SRT 392 here up to speed. This thing is just so ridiculous. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. I will say, if you just put your foot down on this thing, you are going to slide a little bit. But once you straighten back out, there is no way you will not have a smile on your face when you hit the gas in this one. Guarantee it. And so, but now let's check out the exterior a little bit here. So up front, there are HID headlamps with projector fog lamps just below all that. And of course, there is the gloss black front grille with the Challenger badge on the passenger side there. But then swinging around to the side, there are power side mirrors with SRT 392 Hemi badging on the front fenders, of course. And as far as the wheel setup goes, they're going to come sized up at 20 by 9.5 inches. And they're going to come in a hyper black color, although, of course, you can get the bronze color as well. That is optional. Either way, definitely looks good. And then swinging around to the back, there is that rear spoiler back there, and there are LED split tail lamps. And there is a center high mount stop lamp as well. And then last thing I wanted to mention in the back, just below it all, there is a dual exhaust setup, of course. And you guys know what's coming next. As always, here is that awesome exhaust clip. Since we're around back, as far as cargo capacity goes, that's going to come in at 16.2 cubic feet, which actually is a ton of space for a coupe, to be honest. But in case that wasn't enough, those rear seats do fold down. It's a 60-40 split, so you got a ton of extra space if you needed it. And then again, as far as space goes, the rear seat legroom actually comes in at 33.1 inches, which is actually on the high side for a 2+2 seated, because I've reviewed a lot of 4-door vehicles that actually have that exact same rear seat legroom. So it's definitely pretty good for a 2-door. Anyways, moving up to the front, there is a 6-way power adjustable driver's seat with 4-way lumbar support. And as far as the seating goes, it does come in a leather finish. However, there are optional setups like the leather suede combo like I got today. Definitely nice. And those front seats will come heated and ventilated as well. But then as far as the steering wheel goes, they are thick grips. Definitely a fan of that. And the steering wheel is tilt and telescoping, and it is power adjustable as well. That's pretty cool. And another thing, it does come heated. So yeah. But then as far as the startup goes, let me show you guys the key here. You got your lock, unlock, and you can pop the rear trunk as well. And then if I can turn this key around, and then on the other side, you got your Dodge emblem. But anyways, this one is keyless access, so feel free to put the key in your pocket or put it anywhere in the vehicle. Then all you need to do is put your foot on the brake and clutch, press the engine start button, and then upon startup, you're gonna get the Scat Pack logo front and center. The gauges will do a full sweep, and they're gonna come in a black, white, and red finish. And of course, in the center, there's a ton of different things you could scroll through. For instance, you can leave it on the digital speed if you wanted to. If you're in another country watching this video, you can change that to kilometers as well. Then there's a ton of vehicle information you could scroll through, like your different temperatures, oil pressure, oil life. So it's gonna let you know when you need your next oil change. And that's actually gonna save you some money, because you're gonna find you might not need to get it changed every 3,000 miles, unless you drive hardcore, and then you might. But also, there is a tire pressure monitoring system. And then next, when you go through to performance, you can actually monitor your 0 to 60 times and a bunch of other driving statistics, which is just awesome. There's 0 to 100. You can clock your quarter mile time, 60 to 0, your G-force numbers, lap times, and of course your top speed as well. All of that freaking awesome. Love that. Then you can check out your fuel economy, and of course you got your trip information like every single car out there. And then you can also view your audio information up here as well. That's pretty cool. But yeah, moving on to overall interior quality, there's a sunglass holder up top here that's pretty nice. There's a lot of soft touch leathers on the doors, and then a fairly soft rubber feel up top above the glove box here. And it will also say that mirror that you guys were looking at earlier, it is auto dimming. So if you got some crazy guy behind you putting on his high beams, that's going to automatically dim it, so it's not going to affect you at all. Pretty nice. And this one is going to come with dual zone climate control, so both the driver and the passenger can control their own climate settings. But now front and center, this is one of the best parts of this one. There is an 8.4-inch touchscreen display. Navigation comes standard on this one, and of course you got Bluetooth once you link your phone to the car, as well as audio streaming like Pandora if you wanted it. And speaking of Pandora, this one does come standard with a Harman Kardon amplifier, 18 speakers, 2 subwoofers, and that is just a hardcore sound setup right there. So that is definitely something I want to check out right now. Let's do it. Little Green Day for you guys, but definitely loud and clear. Definitely important that that kind of sound system is in this thing with the exhaust that this thing has on it. So either way, you got beautiful sounds, whether it be the audio system or the exhaust. Of course, a lot of your climate control options can also be found on the screen. If you wanted to control it that way, that's an option. And a lot of your driving statistics can also be found on the screen. But anyways, last thing I wanted to mention for the screen at least is when you put the car in reverse, there is a reverse camera as well, letting you know who or what is behind you so you don't go running anything or anyone over. Always definitely a good thing. And as always, that leads me into safety. So to start, there are front, side, and side curtain airbags. There's latch, aka lower anchors and tethers for children for the rear car seats. There is a tire pressure monitoring system, traction control, and electronic stability control. And lastly, blind spot and rear cross path detection. And so anyways, that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Feel free to follow me on this stuff I'm going to put over the bottom of the screen right there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay gold!